Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to your daily edition of the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram today. We are having a lot of matches which are coming up as far as international cricket matches are concerned. We do have one of the matches which is right now underway. This is underway at the same ground in Grenada, the National Cricket Stadium. This is the second one-day international which is being played between West Indies and Bangladesh. Bangladesh won the toss. They inserted West Indies, and West Indies currently are 105 for 2. We are almost coming to the halfway mark. 24 overs have gone by, 105 for 2. Gale made 58. I'll come back to that. And then we will have a look at the, as you know, the one-day international series is about to begin between India and England. And so today there's a warm-up match which is being played between Middlesex versus India. Well, India, I wouldn't say they have done very well, but they were bowled out by the Middlesex team for 230. There are two good contributions coming in, which would really give a lot of confidence, especially to Virat Kohli, who has been absolutely out of form in the Test series, not getting a single 50. Here he was today, making 71 runs of 75 balls with 8 fours and 1 6. And Ambati Rayudu also was the highest scorer today, with 72 to his name of 82 balls with 8 fours. That enabled them to reach 230. And currently I see that Middlesex are the ones who are really under pressure. They need to make 231 to win the match. And currently we are in the 19th over, and India are having definite control over this particular match here right now, with the Middlesex score reading 74 for 5. And then tomorrow there is the one-day international series between Sri Lanka and Pakistan begin tomorrow. And as you know, the Test series was taken by Sri Lanka 2-0, and now this is going to be a different ball game, which is, as I said, the first one-day international which is coming up tomorrow between Sri Lanka and Pakistan. Well, this is going to be played at Hambantota. As you will remember, when the World Cup started, that was the first time Hambantota got a game, and Hambantota has the record of a lot of rain interruptions, and tomorrow also is no different, because there is a weather forecast says that the wind speeds are going to be pretty high, because being a very coastal area, and also probably there would be a lot of rain too. Well, so that is something that is in store for us on this Cricket Happening Show here, dear friends and subscribers. So I'm going to definitely start off by doing a preview, because there are two matches underway, as you know, but right now I'll do a preview. But before I do the preview, I'd like to just share some cricket news. Now, cricket news, the off spinners have been in the news of late for a suspect action. First it was the turn of Kane Williamson from New Zealand, and he was banned. After that, it was the turn of the Sri Lankan off spinner Sachitra Senanayaka to be tested by the ICC. He was banned, and now and also we saw that Saeed Ajmal now has gone to Brisbane to actually test his action. So he's another, as you know, he's one of the great off spinners, and he has also gone. And also today the news that comes in from Zimbabwe is that a very experienced off spinner by the name Prosper Utsaya has also been called for a suspect action. His action is also being tested. So one does not know why all the off spinners are under the microscope right now. Whether if you look at it, this has been happening on a very regular basis, in the sense probably in a span of probably a month or 2 months, one could say, that there are 4 off spinners who have been put under the microscope by the ICC. Well, one does not know what really is going on around here, but every time the off spinners are the ones who are being deemed to have suspect action. Also, one does not know why the off spinners are always in the news, because I do remember that Shane Shillingford, the right-arm off-spinner from West Indies, he was also tested for a suspect bowling action, and then he was cleared. So looking at it, it looks like the off-spinners are always there is always a feeling that the off-spinner is actually probably not really bowling but probably throwing the ball. Well, off-spinners would be pretty wary about it, and one has to see all the young off-spinners who are coming up for the respective cricket countries. Well, they would have to take notice of that and see what angle they have to bowl, what is the arm, how long can the arm stretch, a lot of things to be decided. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you, dear friends subscribers, but as I said, first I'm going to do a brief preview here of this first one-day international, which is coming up at Hambantota between Sri Lanka and Pakistan. For Sri Lanka, it is going to be, we know Mahela Jayawardene retired from test matches, but he is still playing active one-day cricket, as you would remember. He has retired from T20, he has retired from test matches, but Mahela Jayawardene is definitely a part of the one-day international for Sri Lanka, which is going to definitely strengthen the team. So Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene, the captain is Angelo Matthews, the openers, Upul Taranga. So Dilshan is back now. Dilshan, as you know, has retired from, Tilakatne Dilshan is only playing one-day cricket nowadays, or probably because of injury, one does not know. But basically Upul Taranga and Tilakatne Dilshan will open the innings. But I was a bit surprised that in the one-day internationals, Kushal Pereira is not figuring, because I thought Kushal Pereira is such a dasher, such a dashing opening batsman, and you know, he can give you electric starts. So I'm a bit surprised at this particular option that Sri Lanka have gone for. I hear that, I just have some news that Kushal Pereira is injured, and that's the precise reason Upul Taranga has taken his place. So Upul Taranga and Tilakatne Dilshan will be in charge of opening the innings. Then they have those old horses, Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene, to hold the innings together for them. Lairu Tiramane, who has not been delivering. In fact, Lairu Tiramane and Dinesh Chandimal have always been touted as the next Kumar Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardene. Now Lairu Tiramane is someone who has modelled himself on Kumar Sangakkara, and Lairu Tiramane has not performed. Let me tell you, he has been really struggling, and for Sri Lanka definitely feels pretty high about this talent, Lairu Tiramane, but unfortunately he has not really lived up to that reputation, one reckons. But probably whether this one-day series would be something where we would see Lairu Tiramane bring up his talent. Angelo Matthews, well, what to say about Angelo Matthews? Angelo Matthews has become like India's Mahendra Singh Dhoni now, because the way he does, he contributes, he bats well, he bowls, he fields well, he captains well, the Sri Lankan success stories has been revolving around this man, Angelo Matthews, who has rallied his troops in a very wonderful manner. And then the big hitting Thisara Pereira comes in to give some big hitting, and then they have Sikugye Prasanna, who is also a very good all-rounder and also a good hitter of the ball. And then they have Nuwan Kalasekara, who could be considered as an all-rounder. And then what one is going to see is that it is a return for the right-arm off-spinner Suraj Ranade, who has been a very talented off-spinner, and he's going to come back into the Sri Lankan team after a gap of almost 3 years. 2011 was the last time Suraj Ranade played, and this right-arm off-spinner is also a useful bat. So I think the Sri Lankan batting order is pretty strengthened. They bat all the way down to number 10. And Lasith Malinga could only be considered, is the only tail-ender, but well, his job is not to really bat, but to really hurl in those thunderbolts with all those changes of pace that he brings. Such a wily campaigner Lasith Malinga has been for Sri Lanka. So that is as far as the Sri Lankan team is concerned. Now, as far as Pakistan are concerned, the one thing that I would like to start off, let's start off with the Pakistan openers, Ahmed Shahzad and Mohammad Hafiz. I thought it's a very good pairing. Both have been pretty successful so far in the one-day international circuit, and Ahmed Shahzad and Mohammad Hafiz would like to give a good start to their team. For Yunis Khan, now Yunis Khan is another one who's coming into the one-day international squad of Pakistan after a gap of 1 year. As you know, he was not there for the Champions Trophy, but here he is being considered, and definitely Pakistan are definitely looking up for some experience, because when they play the World Cup 2015. So Yunus Khan, well, he has to definitely make some runs here, and if he does that, well, Yunus Khan, according to me, will definitely be a part of the Pakistan scheme of things in the World Cup 2015. So Yunus Khan definitely has to perform. Misbah captain, always leading from the front. Fawad Alam, who has been a specialist one-day batsman for Pakistan, as you also remember, in the T20 World Cup, he went on to, if I'm not wrong, he went on to score a century. I'm just trying to see whether what I say is absolutely right or not. Yes, Fawad Alam did pretty well in the T20 World Cup, as you would remember. In fact, he scored, sorry, it was not in the T20 World Cup. Actually, it was the Asia Cup final that against Sri Lanka. Fawad Alam went on to make a century. So one would remember that Fawad Alam is a very nice batsman, especially coming in at number 5. He greatly strengthens this Pakistan team. And then look at that talented Umar Akmal coming in next, which also, as you know, is really something which is marvelous for Pakistan. And then we have Shahid Afridi. Age has not withered him as far as his bat is concerned. He can really strike the ball a long distance. So Shahid Afridi is someone that Sri Lanka would be wary about. And let me tell you, the match is still not over. Whatever be the situation, as long as Shahid Afridi is there, Pakistan will have hope. And Shahid Afridi is coming in at number 7. And then the pace bowling. The pace bowling, well, it really looks good. Junaid Khan, Mohammad Irfan is also back. So whether who is going to be, I have a feeling that they would go with Junaid Khan, Mohammad Irfan, and Wahab Riaz. Mohammad Tala might be the one who has to sit out. And then they have those that very old, the oldest person in the Pakistan team is Zulfikar Babar, who has looked is not only talented, but it's only a shame that he has come into international cricket at a very old age, but still he still has everything in him. And Zulfikar Babar not only has proved his abilities with the ball, which is very important, but also his batting has been something which has been a sort of a real bonus for Pakistan, because they can still rely on Zulfikar Babar, because he has done this. I do remember in one of the matches against West Indies, Zulfikar Babar, when runs were required, he was there to actually take them over the line. So definitely this Pakistan team is also looking good. So I think we are going to have an interesting contest in the one-day series between Sri Lanka and Pakistan. And as I said, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that in Hambantota the equation changes. But well, the weather forecast is not pretty encouraging, unfortunately. But if at all the match happens and goes the old hog, I think we are in for an interesting contest here between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So that is as far as that is concerned. Now let's get on to the game between. Now it is only going to be some cricket updates and some cricket commentary. But right now I do see that, as I said, let us talk about the Indian innings. As I said, India are going to face England in the one-day international series. So today India are playing Middlesex. India 230 all out. Feature being Virat Kohli getting into form with 71 of 75 balls with 8 fours and 1 6, and Ambati Rayudu making 72 of 82 balls with 8 fours. And other than that, there were contributions, very little contribution coming from Ravichandran Ashwin, who made 18 of 23 balls with 1 4. The opening has been a problem for India, so that continues to be a big problem, as Rohit Sharma was out for 8 of 14 balls with 1 4, and Shikhar Dhawan, who has been also, like Virat Kohli, really struggling, also was out for 10 of 11 balls with 2 fours. And then Jadeja was out for 7. Sanju Samson, who is a very talented batsman. One really is looking forward to see Sanju Samson do something out, because, but as you know, to get into the team is going to be difficult, especially with Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the wicketkeeper batsman and the captain. Sanju Samson is a wicketkeeper batsman, and Sanju Samson here unfortunately failed in his first international game. He was out for 6. Stuart Binnie was out for duck. Karan Sharma was not out on 8, and 230 allowed. As far as the bowling figures were concerned, for the Middlesex, Stephen Finn, 6 overs, 1 for 20, bowled well. Sandhu, 9 overs, 1 made 1 for 65. It was very, very costly. Gurinder Sandhu, but he got some severe taps from the Indian batsman. Harris, 7 overs, 1 made 1 for 29. Podmore, none for 26 of 4. Patel, 9 overs, 2 for 56. But O.P. Reiner was the one who was very, very impressive. 9.2 overs, 1 made 32 runs and 4 wickets. And that was as far as the Indian story was concerned. So Middlesex currently are slowly trying to recover. In fact, they have been losing wickets pretty quickly. Mallon was out bowled by Mohammad Shami for 5 of 8 balls with 1-4. Gubbins was caught behind by Sanju Samson of the bowling of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar for 2. And then Peter Sterling, he's a very, very talented bloke, the Irish bloke playing for Middlesex, was a victim of the bowling of Yadav. When Samson behind the stumps took the catch, he was gone for 17 of 26 balls, 3-4s. And the Morgan, the captain of the Middlesex team, Jan Morgan, was a victim when he was caught behind by Sanju Samson of the bowling of Mohit Sharma for 16 of 29 balls, 2-4s. And then Kulkarni completed the quota. There were, as you know, there are 6 bowlers used, and all the 5 bowlers have got wickets. And Higgins was out to the bowling of Kulkarni for 20. And right now, Middlesex, who have been struggling, are slowly trying to build up, in the sense they need this partnership to really go on for a long time. If at all Middlesex needs to win this match. Simpson is not out on 10 of 21 balls, and Balbirnie is not out on 9. 86 for 5 is the current score after 23 overs. Still a long way to go for Middlesex to win the match. They require 145 runs in the next 27 overs with 5 wickets in hand. And all the bowlers used have delivered for India. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, 3 overs, 1 for 7. Mohammad Shami, 4 overs, 1 made and 1 for 13. Mohit Sharma, 5 overs, 2 made and 20 runs on 1 wicket. Umesh Yadav, 5 overs, no made and 1 for 23. Kulkarni, 4 overs, no made and 1 for 13. Ashwin has been the only bowler who has been wicketless. He has bowled 2 overs for 5 runs. We'll come back to that later if at all we get time. But now I'm going to take you down to the National Stadium here in Grenada to see what is the latest situation in the second one-day international between West Indies and Bangladesh, which is played here. As I said, Bangladesh won the toss, elected to field. They made one change today. They brought in Abdul Razzaq into the team. I thought they dropped Taskin Ahmed, the pacer, and brought in Abdul Razzaq. West Indies started off Gale, and in fact there was early reward for the Bangladeshis, and the Bangladeshi captain Mushfiqur Rahim, because there was some rain before the match started. The play didn't start on time, and that's what prompted the Bangladeshi captain Mushfiqur Rahim to actually, when he won the toss, immediately decided that he will insert the West Indies in, probably due to the moisture in the pitch and probably due to the conditions that were prevailing. And well, he was absolutely justified when Kirk Edwards, the opener, was dismissed pretty early in the piece, as Ami Al-Amin Hussain actually rattled his timber as he was gone for a duck, which made the score 5 for 1. After that, Gale and Darren Bravo had to really settle down and see off the pace bowlers, which they did, with the pace bowlers also bowling pretty well. And then once the spinners were introduced, we saw that Chris Gale slowly got into his own, started smacking 4s and 6s. He smacked 5 4s and 3 6s, and the partnership from the score of 5 for 1 in the second over was taken to 93. So it was a 88 runs partnership. But as I said, Gale and Bravo first did the hard work of settling down, seeing off the pace bowlers with the early movement in for the seamers because of the prevailing conditions there in Grenada. But after that, once the score reached 93, as I said, Gale was just beginning to open up. He was really opening up and smacking some 6s. He was paying special attention to Mahmudullah. Even Sohail Ghazi was sent for a 6. And then finally, Mahmudullah was the one who broke that stand when he actually picked up the wicket of Chris Gale, who was caught by Sohail Ghazi of the bowling of Mahmudullah for 58 of 67 balls, 3 4s and 5 6s. And currently, while I'm talking to you, I see that Darren Bravo has raised to a 50. He is not out on 52 of 75 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. Dinesh Ramadan, who played played a great hand in the first one-day international against Bangladesh, is not out on 22 of 36 balls, has not hit a single boundary, and that's the score match situation here in the second one-day international between West Indies and Bangladesh. After 31 overs, West Indies, who were put into bat by Bangladesh, are 143 for 2. Bowling, well, Mushraf Mutawalli, the pace bowlers, have said, with the conditions prevailing, I thought the Bangladeshi bowlers have done well. They're bowled in the right areas, and that's what has really enabled them to actually get a wicket early and also keep the West Indies batsmen in check for quite a long time. Mushraf Mutawalli, 6 overs, no maiden, none for 23. Halameen Hussain, the wicket taker, 5 overs, no maiden, 1 for 18. Mahmudullah, 10 overs, no maiden, 1 for 47. Ghazi, 4 overs, none for 21. Nasir Hussain, 1 over for 8. And Abdul Razak, who has come into the team, is not really bowling well because he's getting taken for runs. 4.4 overs, no maiden, none for 25. So that's the match situation. I don't think I will have time to do any cricket commentary here, but this is a match situation. Let me just skip down to Middlesex and see. Yes, Middlesex have moved the score on to 91 for 5 currently, and we are in the 24th over against India. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that does not give me any more time to maneuver my cricket show today. Thanks for your continued company to the Cricket Happening show. Your host Ram will see you tomorrow. As you know, it's Saturday. A late night cricket show is the one where your host Ram will be with you. Until then, it's goodbye for the day. Thank you.